Hey, how you guys doing? Just found another interesting little tidbit in Apple's Worldwide Developers Conference 2018, and this has to do with iOS running iOS apps on macOS. And to me, it's not quite exactly what that is. It's something similar, but not quite the same. And I even seen other tech news kind of I guess kind of sensationalize it in headlines and things, but it's not as simple as just taking an iOS app, dragging it to the desktop, and it playing directly in macOS Mojave coming out this fall. It's nothing like that at all, and in fact, it's not an emulation where you can emulate or run it natively. And to give you an idea, it's more about being cross-compiled or ported to another platform. So you're basically taking the iOS into their new UIKit, which converts it to Mac OS. And so that's what's kind of misleading. I'm not saying misleading, but a lot of people, I think, figure it out as doing natively, but it's not really. And this makes people think that Apple is going to be running a universal operating system that can run both Mac OS and iOS, and that's simply not true. Simply because they believe both should be kept separate, iOS for tablets and phones, and Mac OS for the desktop. I believe that as well, because I believe you're not going to get the same experience from a tablet and try to put on desktop and vice versa. In fact, in some recent testing of the UIKit, there's been a lot of problems still. Of course, it's in its infancy, so a lot of the touch interfaces have to go to a keyboard mouse type of situation, input device. Of course, with some of the touch screens, some people think it's still going to work, but touch screens really are meant to emulate more of a mouse, I guess. I don't know. You can get a lot of gestures in there as well, but not quite the same thing as a touch screen, I guess, on a tablet or phone. Now, also, I think the idea behind UIKit and running some of the iOS apps, porting it to macOS, is for two things for developers: an easy way to do it. Make one app for both platforms, and to have consistency between both platforms for each application to work very similarly and look the same and operate the same way as well. So I think those two are what the idea behind UIKit is. So I just kind of wanted to expand on what I think Apple is trying to do, rather than simply saying it's going to run iOS apps natively. No, not really. It's going to cross-compile that or port over to a different platform. So give me your thoughts on that, and thanks for watching, and see you guys later.